Find the logarithm of 1728 to the base 2 square root of 3. Log 1728 to the base 2 square root of 3. So now I have to find the value of this logarithm. I assume the value of this logarithm is just x. So now my target is to find the value of x, which represents the value of log 1728 to the base 2 square root of 3. Okay, to solve for x, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this equation to exponential form. Now the equation is in logarithmic form. If I want to convert this equation to exponential form, I have to move this log to the base 2 square root of 3 to the other side of the equation. When I move this log to the base 2 square root of 3 to the other side of the equation, I have to ignore this logarithm. I have to consider only the base on the left side. So I have 2 square root of 3. The value which already exists on the other side will become the exponent of this base. So 2 square root of 3 to the x power. Now on the right side, I have 1728. Okay, here I'm trying to solve for the variable x that is an exponent. In an equation, whenever I'm trying to solve for the variable that is an exponent, I have to get the same base on both sides of the equation. Already I have base 2 square root of 3 on the left side. So on the right side also, I must get the same base 2 square root of 3. If I get the same base on both sides of the equation, I can equate the exponents, then I can solve for x. So now, my aim is to write this 1728 as a power of 2 square root of 3. For that, I have to resolve this 1728 into 2s and 3s. Okay, let us resolve this 1728 into 2s and 3s. So it's an even number. So since it's an even number, we can divide it by 2. When I divide this one by 2, 17 divided by 2 is 8, and we have 1 left over, so it will become 12. 6 times 2 is 12, 4. Again, 865 is an even number, so I can divide it by 2. So I get 432. Again, it's an even number, I can divide it by 2. So 216. Again, it's an even number, so I divide it by 2, I get 108. So I divide by 2, I get 54. I divide by 2, I get 27. This time, I get an odd number, so I cannot divide this number by 2. But when I add 2 and 7, it is 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, so I can divide this one by 3. When I divide this 27 by 3, I get 9. Again, 9 is a multiple of 3, so I can divide it by 3, I get 3. So 1728 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 2's, so we can write as 2 to the 6th power times we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 3's, so 3 to the 3rd power. Okay, here I have the base 2 square root of 3. 2 times square root of 3. But here I have 2, but I don't have square root for 3. So I have to get square root for this 3. Okay, so for this particular 3, I don't have square root, but I need square root. So what should I do? So for example, if there is no square root for a particular number, but to solve the problem, if you need square root, what you need to do is, you have to write 3 as square root of 3, the whole square. So actually we have 3, we don't have square root for this 3. I need square root. No problem, you can take square root. To balance the taking of square root, you have to take square. So when I simplify this one, it is equal to 3. So instead of 3, I can write square root of 3, the whole square. So here, 2 to the power of 6, square root of 3 square, whole to the power of 3. So instead of 3, I am writing square root of 3 square. So now, I can multiply these two exponents. 2 times 3 is 6. So square root of 3 to the power of 6. So here the two numbers are in multiplication and we have the same exponent. So we can write the exponent in common, that is 2 times square root of 3 whole to the power of 6. So 1728 is equal to 2 times square root of 3 whole to the power of 6. So here 2 times square root of 3 whole to the power of x is equal to, instead of this 1728, I can write 2 times square root of 3 whole to the power of 6. Here, the two terms are equal with the same base. Whatever base I have on the left side, the same base I have on the other side also. Whenever two terms are equal with the same base, the powers must be equal. That is, x and 6 must be equal. So x is equal to 6. X is nothing but logarithm of 1728 to the base 2 square root of 3. So x can be replaced by log 1728 to the base 2 square root of 3. So we get logarithm of 1728 to the base 2 square root of 3 is equal to 6. So we got the value of logarithm of 1728 to the base 2 square root of 3, that is 6.